What's good, y'all? Guess what? USA is back. USA is back, and we about to talk about why. 979, 983, come see me. You feel me? Let's talk about it. Let me just say, probably one of the faster US trials, or even just races in general, that we had in a minute. Even like, if we go back and look at the Olympics, this is probably close. Not exactly the same, but pretty close to the final that we had in the Olympics. The winning time of 979 or 978, and then very close after that, everybody across the line. So very good competition. Really proud of the way that the USA men competed against one another. Glad that we're going to have 4 people, including Noah in the 100 at Worlds. And we're really going to see now who's going to take over, because the Jamaicans have done their thing this year. They've proven themselves in terms of going 982, 983, being top 3 in the world, all that stuff. And I've talked about it. But the United States now is responding, right? We're getting right back to where we were at the past years, and letting people know that we're not nothing to play with either. 979 from Kenny, 982 from Courtney Lindsay, who I think that's his PB. All top 3 are PBs, including Maurice Gleaton, high schooler, PB of 992. Season best for Trayvon Bromell and for Christian Coleman. So I mean, all across the board. Ronnie Baker season best. Everybody coming to form at the right time. So let's just hop into the race. I think we got T Mars in the middle, Kenny in the middle, and Courtney in the middle, and they pretty much round out the top 3. Christian was in the lead, just gave up the lead a little bit at the end. But let's really talk about Kenny. Let's talk about Kenny because he consistently, over and over and over again, has been delivering the last 2 years. Okay, he's been our best runner, except for when Noah comes to Olympics and does what he does. You can never count Noah out. And Noah has a month or so, or maybe a month and a half or whatever, to train and get ready for Worlds. You know Noah's going to be ready. He's already ready in the 2. I'm excited to see Kenny versus Noah in the 2. Courtney Lindsay is a great 2 as well, right? So it's going to be some competition. But Kenny continues to deliver. He has been so consistent. And it does not look like he's trying. It looks like he is so calm, cool, collected. And even if you watch some of his training vlogs and watch how he conducts himself, he's not even focused on anybody else. He's focused on his own lane. And I love that, because that tells you he's someone that can run even faster. I've been telling y'all 9.7. I've been telling y'all 9.7. He ran 9.7 winded. Now he's ran it legally. Stop playing with me, okay? Stop it. Let's watch Kenny, and then let's watch T Mars, especially because he comes on in the end. For a shorter guy, it's very surprising how well he finishes. Kenny's race is technically sound, front to back. Ground contact is amazing. Body position is amazing. T Mars is almost in 5th place right now. I'm pretty sure it's Kenny, Ronnie, and Christian in the lead right now. The way that it looks in this race. And then you could say that Trayvon's right there too. So over the course of the last 50 meters, right? They're about 4.8 seconds. They're close to 50 meters right now. Over the course of the last 50 meters, the shortest man in the field, I'm pretty sure T Mars is shorter than everybody else. Maybe him and Christian are the same height. The shortest man in the field has the best finish. I've never seen that. That's different. So we need to watch T Mars, because especially him having run a whole collegiate season and competing against the collegiate leader right now, who just signed with Adidas, Jordan Anthony. T Mars didn't win the 100. I'm pretty sure T Mars didn't even win the 200. But he has come and put on a show 3 rounds in a row. Okay, so he's nothing to be messed with. His mechanics, watch his mechanics towards the end. He doesn't press. He just continues to step over. 1 foot over the other. No back kick in sight. He's fighting. His hips are forward. He closes better than almost everybody. We got to go back now and rewatch Kenny. It's almost Kenny gets so lost in the shuffle because it's like it's nothing to see. It's so smooth. There's nothing to talk about. He's too smooth, which is why I'm telling you guys, Kenny's the one that, if his confidence is there, if he's healthy, he will be the one to run 9.7 low before any of these other cats will run 9.7 low, because mechanically he's sound and he's not trying. He's not pressed right here. He's really just taking his time, focus on winning. Courtney Lindsay is the one that, to me, he's a wild card. His form of those top three is probably the worst, but his aggression, his ability to put his feet down and get going, his ability to attack the ground and get his feet up off the ground is probably one of the best, if not close to Christian. Watch Courtney Lindsay, his first 2 to 3 steps out of these blocks. How much he's putting into putting his feet into the ground. Now, the way he undulates his body and whatnot, I don't know. It helps him to get the feet down. It helps him to put the aggression into it. But it is not as efficient as Kenny's is. So you would think that if Courtney would become more efficient with his movement, the way that he gets his feet down almost mimics Christian. You can look at him and Christian, and they're step for step, step for step, step for step, still step for step. Him and Christian. Kenny and T-Mars are probably taking less steps than everybody else. And this is where we get into the conversation of which is better, relaxed and aggressive to the ground, or aggressive all the way through. You can see the tension in Christian and Courtney, as opposed to looking at T-Mars and looking at Kenny, how relaxed they are and how they just focused on stepping over and maximizing their stride length, instead of where Courtney and Christian are more, they're not stressing, but they're putting more steps down. So they're working harder to get to the finish line, right? So which is better? It depends on your style. It depends on who you are. Obviously, they all ran 9.8, 9.7. So does it really matter? What matters is who gets to the line first. Whatever you got to do to get to the line first, that's what you got to do. But to me, the more relaxed and the more open stride length, the larger stride length, and I'm not saying larger as in reaching, I'm saying the higher knee drive, the person who takes their time and executes their motions gets to the finish line faster, less steps to the finish line, right? So that's just something to keep in mind as y'all watching these races. You can tell who's going to win as the race goes on because of the way that the body is, the way that the torso is, the way that the arms are moving, and the way that the body is moving towards a line, either relaxed or stressing. And those are the types of people that that's why I say it's important for Keishane to run races against competition. Just mind you, Kenny, Courtney, Christian all train together. Okay, so they seeing each other every day. So there's things that each of them are gleaning from one another. And as you see, iron sharpens iron. You see Christian even close better than he has all year. He's been looking like a different athlete all year. So Christian, you got to be careful with him as the years go on. Him being in that new training group is teaching him how to get the second half of his race. If Christian ever gets the second half of his race, he will run 9.8, 9.8 low like he did. He ran 9.86 today. Pretty sure, 9.86. He will run 9.80. Maybe get back into a PR because his PR, I believe, is 9.79. Right? All these guys are within a tenth of a second of each other, right? Or 0.05 hundredths of a second, right? Because when the body is stressed, what are you going to do? When you're getting close to the line and you feel the pressure on your right and your left, what are you going to do? We know what Kenny's going to do. We know what T-Mars is going to do, right? For the most part, we know what Courtney's going to do, but Courtney is a little bit more inconsistent than Kenny. T-Mars, I would say, is probably more inconsistent too. It's the first time he's ever been 9.8, right? So we really have to just see how they compete when they get to the world stage. But Courtney, front to back, did his thing. 9.82, that's a big PB. And like I said, I was saying, are we cooked? Is USA cooked? I posted that video. Are we cooked? No, we are not cooked. I knew we were not cooked. Now you see what we cooking with. 982 is no longer the second fastest time. 979. Tied for 982. And we got a 983. You feel me? We coming. If we can get that 4x1, boy, I tell you what, it could be over with.
I know y'all watched the Olympics. I know y'all watched the Olympics, but did you watch it the way that we're about to break it down? The first thing that I noticed is just power. Like, power, but he's got turnover too. If you see it,
he's in the zone, he's reading the quarterback's eyes. He can play the run and play the pass at the same time.
I think that he's a guy that can go 9-7. Possibly low 9-7s as well this time that you see.